Welcome back, everybody. Yet again, we are here with the game of the group, I would say, in Canisius versus Georgetown. Now, both these teams are sitting 1-0 in the group, top of the table. We did just see Fairfield fall to Marist, put them in at 1-1, middle of the group now. And worse, this is what it is all about, getting to the top of the table. The loser sits in the middle with Marist, and the winner, they got to be feeling pretty good sitting 2-0.
Yeah, obviously going up 2-0 here would be immaculate getting out of that group. Well, not getting out of the group. I still have other matches to play off stream. But basically, by law of equivalent exchange and all that stuff, like I forgot the mathematical term. It's been so long since I've been in one of those level math classes.
Just
But
call it Newton's law, bro. It's fine.
sure, Newton's law. That's totally what I'm talking about now. There's whatever. People at home know it. You guys are in college, probably, if you're watching, so you guys know it.
Oh my goodness.
They should be stronger than everyone else in the group that they beat. So they should be getting out 3-0 or 3-1 or 2-1 if you are the loser of this match. So shouldn't be too worried about that. But for right now, it's kind of my initial thoughts on this is like the duo matchup, right? Both these teams, there's two duos that kind of are super impactful, and on Ascent, they can be very impactful if they play certain positions. If they play these rotate positions, potentially, if you have a cat player and a mid player, and they're both like super strong players, they generally have the first move onto sites and onto rotates and can impact the entire map.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, Ascent really leans heavily towards the fraggers, which both these teams have. I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning a little bit more towards Georgetown because if we look back at their other maps, Canisius, they went 18 rounds as opposed to Georgetown that only went 15. I know it's only 3 rounds, but the map differential has to count for something, and Georgetown just seemed a little bit more on point. Their fraggers seem to be a little bit more aggressive than Canisius, but again, Ascent, it can be a total swing one way or the other. I expect this one to go into overtime. That's how confident I am in both these duos of fragging on the other side. And then, now that we've talked about the duelists, let's talk about what kind of sentinels, what kind of initiators, who are we going to be seeing to support, maybe the Jet and the Rain is coming back out.
Yeah, I mean, Astra, haha, funny Astra. We have not seen a single Sky come out so far, which has been
Bit
interesting.
wild.
Been interesting. Or not even any Flash agent, really, just nothing.
Not
Which
even
is very
Phoenix.
interesting. Not Phoenix. Not a Flash agent, actually. Doesn't exist. Actually, got replaced by a by Neon.
True.
Simply replaced. Phoenix does not exist anymore. And I mean, you're going to be seeing Astras, you're going to be seeing Skies, you're going to be seeing Sovas, you're going to be seeing Killjoys. I don't you know what to expect. We haven't seen a lot of these standard stuffs coming out from a lot of these squads here. In particular, no Sky, no even like some people say, oh, on Haven we can run Breach. No breaches on Havens either. So it's just kind of interesting once we go into the Asian pick ban. Like, what are we gonna see? I have no idea. I would love to see Sova, Astra locked in, Jet, Killjoy, and a Sky. But you know what? We can't. Or a KO even. KO is very strong right now. Chamber is very strong right now as well. You can replace the Killjoy with the KO or with the Chamber. And it looks like for Georgetown at least they're just gonna go Chamber and Killjoy. So who knows? And not a single KO once again to speak of.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of funny that we mentioned everybody, kind of but Cypher, and I know he's fallen kind of out of favor a little bit, but I love Cypher. He's still my favorite champion, or favorite hero here, and it's always been my favorite. And these agents that they're picking now, it's kind of like we've seen the Omen, right? I prefer the Astra, as you've said, a little bit more standard of a pick and a little bit more dynamic in that way, but, Barry seems to favor that Omen. And on Ascent, getting around the map fairly quickly should be pretty good for him. But as we load in here, Sergeant McGee on the classic Jet with Claw following right up. It's going to be the classic duels that we saw on the last one. For Georgetown, they had a Reyna. Not seeing that here.
Yep. And I think if there's one place you could try and get away with an Omen, it's probably Ascent. A lot of space to cover with your smokes, and Omen does have that ability to just kind of get those smokes in from a very long distance, from mid maybe, if you need to hit them.
Yeah, and those smokes definitely play a factor, absolutely.
And Man, I think it's I always get so stumbled when I talk about Omen. It's like, man, I just don't see this kid. You just don't see this agent that much. You just don't see him in high level
Yeah.
play to see how he operates, how he functions. He has a flash, which is kind of
Teleport
like he has a flash. It's very much like a very limited use flash, but it's still a flash and it allows you to clear angles and push angles. It's a little more of an aggressive controller than, let's say, an Astra, which is just more of a I'm going to like pull you around and concuss you and like make it so that you don't want to go certain places because my star placement by itself just scares you. Omen isn't like that. Omen is much more of a kind of it can kind of brute force its way into places sometimes.
Yeah, and we saw a good scout out there from Canisius. You know, they found out exactly where everyone's sitting, and I love Sergeant McGee get aggressive here. Going to be looking for the picks. Didn't find it, but that's what you want to see out of your Jets. You know, get up on that wall, start challenging. But nothing too spooky coming out right now for Canisius. They have a good idea of where everyone is, and the first pick does go in favor of Canisius through all that spam. But Moist going to get traded back. Trading back on Claw, so, you know, big fragger down for the side of Canisius. Yeah, another pick there. Yeah, I mean, Canisius is doing a good job of poking and prodding, but Georgetown doing a wonderful job of just taking over and getting aggressive. And Pang, you know, showing their dueling powers. And now it's all on Ag. Trying to get into the site, waiting for the rotation from Poba. Gonna be trying to find out what they can do. Door is already down. Now they know. They know exactly where Ag's at. They're gonna start spamming.
Yeah.
Peeking. One found here as Egg drops down and is immediately going to get traded right there. And now it's all on you, Poba. Team captain. It's on you to find this one. And Georgetown probably is not even going to let him do it. But oh, he finds Moist. But Pang with 3 in the round and the pistol goes right over to Georgetown.
Yep, and I think if you've been here for any amount of time here on the stream, you've heard us talk ad nauseum about how important pistol rounds are. Gonna set you up for that second round right after. And so far, it's kind of been a trend tonight that bonus rounds have been going the opposite way as you would expect. It's usually the team that has the gun disadvantage that seems to be winning it, but that generally just been coming down to the matchup so far. And in this matchup, Canisius versus Georgetown, I don't know what that bonus is gonna entail. Will it be more of the team that's down gun still just snowballing onto a point, or will it be more coordinated, slower play from those with rifles? I mean, that headshot there is gonna make them scared. Sergeant McGee putting the fear in them of that classic.
Yeah, Sergeant McGee's doing what he can in order to slow that roll down, and it's not good when the Bulldog has all the damage on them. You know, he's gonna have to play this round a little bit closer to the vest. Take a little bit of teammates with them in order to peek some of these angles. And it does look like they're favoring the B side of the map. As we see Kaz gonna find the first pick. My goodness, just, you know, the confidence in these players to just to peek these angles. No fear at all, and that's what you want to see out of them. And Stormy and Peng are pushing their way into sight. They're gonna be taken out by Ag with the classic, gonna be able to pick up the gun for Pova. Vector's gonna be a bit intimidating as they start to rotate out. They do have a bit of an advantage, though, because Kaz slipped through the back. And now Kaz is going to be able to find another pick there, teleport right back. Omen sitting there waiting for it. Oh, he does pick up Stormy, but he's going to get traded again by Kaz. Kaz has 3 in the round, and Moist puts the plant down. And now it's about where are they going to come from, and it looks like through spawn. I know it's coming. Remaining. That's one. Does Egg peek it right back? Oh, I love the swap. It's gonna be a big dance in here, and there it is. Kaz with the ace coming through on just a push through, and no one saw it coming.
Yep, no one saw it coming indeed, and now the bonus is available. A lot of people went down for the side of Georgetown, so they're not going to have as many potential guns as they could want. They are going to actually have Peng full buy up on that Vandal. They're going to potentially have Stormy buying up to maybe a Bulldog, maybe a Guardian. I don't quite know just yet. It's going to actually be the Spectre, and kind of a half force buy here. This is a little bit of an interesting take on the on the bonus round here going into it. Normally you don't want to buy that much because this round is kind of a wash anyways, but they really want to win this. They really want to take this out. And oh my god, Kaz! The long range headshot down mid. That's gonna give them the confidence to do so.
Yeah, gonna pick up the pick down mid and pick up the utility as well. You know, rotating back with the team. Now it looks like they're gonna play it a little slower, knowing that they have the advantage, and push in as a team. Maybe waste some of the utility out of Canisius. And no, Sergeant McGee's gonna go ahead and take Lavender down in the mid as Claw is rotating onto the bridge here. Not gonna find anything. This is a very spooky spot for Claw. He knows they're around here somewhere, but he doesn't quite know how many are there. And now they hear the footsteps. They're going to know where he's at. He's going to try to teleport out, and Kaz is just going to peek it. No fear, not worried about who's up there. And oh, they even get the trade onto Claw without knowing that he was there. He peeks it. But Sergeant McGee still being a playmaker for Canisius. Going to be able to get that pick, dodge out the scout hit to the Owl Drone with no markers to be down. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, mostly
One enemy remaining.
they used it and still found it. And Stormy picks up Sergeant McGee.
These
and
bonuses,
Kaz picks
man.
that up. Yeah, that is crazy how that just went down.
Yeah, these bonuses have just been so. I don't know. Just we can't win a bonus. We have a gun advantage. I guess it's just in the contracts. Just in the contracts is kind of just throwing their guns around right there. Potentially a 4-0 start once again for Georgetown. We've seen this before, and I'm gonna want to see some fight back here from Canisius, right? We kind of called this the banger of the day, you know. We said this was gonna be it, and so far it has not produced as much of a banger. But it's only 3 rounds in. Okay, we're gonna get to a gun round shortly, and once you start getting to those gun rounds, I think we're definitely gonna see both these teams shine. We're gonna see both of their duos in full power and full force, and gonna see them going at it in as Claw here just hiding with, I believe that's a classic, but it could be another kind of gun in Wine.
Ooh, Poba gonna start this off. I wasn't about to say this has been mostly the cash show, but getting traded there by the Marshal. Probably didn't see that buy coming. Thought maybe they'd save. Peaked it a little bit too aggressively, but 2 trades coming in very quickly for Georgetown, and this attack is off to a really nice start as they try to decide on where they want to go. Looks like just making a little bit of noise over here for Killjoy. Just trying to get some rotations through. No one quite knows. Oh no, Lavender. This is going to be an incredibly dangerous thing to peek. Waiting for the teammates to push up with them. They don't know Omen's here. Will they peek this angle? Could be. Oh no, Barry got distracted by the orb put down by Astra, and now it is all gears ahead for A as they push in, just trying to take it. Not going to be able to find it there with Egg, and they put it all on the back of Sova. It is time to try to clutch this out in the 1v4. Astra did take a little bit of damage.
Quick damage should come down. Canisius is looking quite vulnerable right now. They go down 4-0 start of this match, and gotta see some fight back from them. I mean, Barry right there kind of got a little bit distracted. Could have been holding that angle a little harder. I don't know if it would have completely turned around, but it seems like they're playing very split on their defense, right? There was no one there to help Barry. No one in tree maybe to swing off contact. Again, swinging off contact, playing off of contact, using contact as a way to trigger utility or trigger a play somewhere else on the map. That's so important. It's just lacking so heavily here from Canisius. It's just kind of it's like a pug or like a ranked stack, you know? It's not. I'm not feeling like it's this practiced, like coordinated. Like we've practiced these kind of things coming out, especially not on Ascent right now.
And again, this was Georgetown's pick as Canisius plays defense, so it is, you know, probably a little bit more favored in Georgetown.
You want to play?
We are going to see Sergeant McGee try to use this operator to maybe turn the tide, switch some momentum, but Kaz have been all game long just taking down that operator out in the middle, and that is so rough for Canisius to lose their top fragger like that. And I think that's the story of this half so far, is the fraggers for Canisius have not been able to outfrag Pang and Kaz. Really, they have just been walking into sites with maximum confidence, no issues at all, as Canisius tries to hold ground here with the Judge. Gonna have a good opportunity here, not gonna find the first kill, is gonna get traded by Moist, and that was such a great job by Pang for the distraction. And now again, it's all on one player, but this time against 5. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, and because of the way the money works, probably just gonna end up trying to take this. Could save though, could try to save the Vandal for the next round.
Yes, could try to save the Vandal, but try to salvage the economy as much as they can. Don't think they have much chance in this round, the 1v5, especially not now. Gonna actually go for the operator instead, but gonna lose it nonetheless. Moist was looking for that operator to deny it from the opposing side, and now they're in a rough spot. I saw a Guardian come out. I saw instantly getting sold away. We're gonna see how the buy ends up looking for Canisius on the whole. But for right now, Georgetown, look at that credits right there, man. They have a bankroll to say the least. They are under no pressure in terms of economic impact. If they lose a round, they're right back in it with that full buy.
Yeah, hell, they could maybe even lose 2 rounds, but for Canisius, I think they're going to try to put the the fate of this round in the hands of a couple people, let everyone else save, and try to have Sergeant McGee find something, with these knives, get a little bit of an advantage going, maybe even pick up a gun, try to turn the round. But Canisius is in a tough way, and ooh, timing there, that was perfect, as Sergeant McGee isn't going to get taken down by any operator as of right now. 3 members rotating up through mid, trying to find their way, and Kaz again, maximum. This is what I'm talking about with Kaz. Just walks right in, no issues, ready to take any gunfight that comes his way, and Poba is going to be the first one to meet their end, as Kaz is just walking straight in. And again, Peng trying to make space, and it does. The distraction was enough. Lavender, Kaz taking full advantage. Barry gets an early trade there with the Spectre. Very nice, but it isn't going to be enough. And oh, poor Egg. Always just on the opposite side of the map, having to go against 4 or 5 every time. And it is going to be the rotates coming through, and they're going to be trying to pinch. Oh no, got the shorty out. Not enough against the Vandal, and there it is. I like the idea, but unfortunately not enough.
They hit B. Besides that pistol round,
once, yeah, they hit B 1 time.
They hit B 1 time, and I don't know. It seems like they're just so heavy towards A. We might see them swap it up now. As soon as I say that, yeah, they're gonna swap it up. They realize that I saw them getting predictable. They thought themselves they're getting predictable. Now they're gonna swap it up. I wonder what is gonna be the response from Canisius. Are they expecting it? Are they like, well, we expected them to swap it up 2 rounds ago and they haven't, so are they just going full commit on A? No, they're gonna put 2 mid. They're gonna try to get some rotates in fast. They still aren't convinced that they aren't going to be pushing into B here, and they found it out. That recon dart is going to be massive enough for them. And now they know. He's going to push right into it. Oh, Peng! Finding the quick frag there. Punishing the drone.
Yeah, and Claw gets the scouting information that he needs. Knows everyone's just going to full hit this site right now. And the rotations are on.
Like stuck in main.
Well, it's going to be a bit tough here. They got to get him rotated through. And yeah, like you said, it's going to be a little tough to get them over. But oh, yep, there it goes. They backed him off, and Kaz has the nice angle there. Now it's just all about... what are they going to do now? Getting in on this retake. And if they want to use some ults, might be the best thing for them. Georgetown has Killjoy ultimate. That can be devastating, and there it is. Going to put them on a bit of a clock. They are either going to have to go in and frag or back out. Claw trading out there. So now Canisius up. But Killjoy is going to force him out. Give them a bit of a chance to think about what they want to do here. They're going to go ahead and just stand in boathouse. Try to figure out how they're going to do this. Killjoy Turks going to take him down.
Right in, looking for info, it seems.
Yeah, nice scout there from Canisius. Now they know both members are back site. Now it's just going to be out. Maybe Kaz can trade out here. No, Kaz goes down. Claw just going to scout it out, waiting for the team members. And there it is. Sergeant McGee and Claw save the round.
Wait.
Oh, no.
No time. No time.
And now Barry Boy's going to go down anyway. Tragedy.
Too late.
My headset was a little off. I didn't even hear the ticking.
I did not hear the tick either. I didn't know how long it was, but it felt like it was way too long. But I couldn't tell because I couldn't hear the audio right there, but it was way too long. They spent way too long. The lockdown did what it needed to do in terms of delaying them off of the spike long enough that even if they got 2 kills, which they did, really well played on the retake in terms of the frags, but not the timing of it. And 7-0 now for Georgetown, and it's looking rougher and rougher by the moment. We're gonna have to see. They can still get 7-5. They can still do it. They can still get 5 in a row. We've seen Georgetown get 7. They can get 5 as well. And that pick onto Peng is gonna be exactly what they need to get that party started.
Yeah, absolutely crucial for Canisius to start fragging out early in these rounds, so when the rotations do come through, they are not caught off guard. But I do like their setup. They've had this setup multiple times, but this time they're going to save the Sage. They didn't use any walls here early. They're just waiting to see exactly where Georgetown wants to play. But again, Georgetown been playing it slow this whole time. Not really rushing anything, and a nice kill on the flash, Lavender. And it's going to be followed up there. So now, Canisius, down 1. Going to have to find themselves another pick here as Sergeant McGee is hard scoping his main here, trying to find a pick. Knows they're there. Knows one of them is there, but is going to decide to rotate to A and help this Omen out. Not sure what Omen's rocking right now as far as weaponry goes, but ooh, just over the left shoulder. And Kaz, oh no, it's just going to be a hard push onto the operator. Operator's got to get out of there. Pulling out the
30
pistol though, I
seconds left.
love that aggression. You know what's funny
Spike
about Sergeant
planted.
McGee? He just never quits. I missed it. I missed with the op. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna pull out that classic. Now it's gonna be a slow game. Everybody's just holding angles, waiting for Canisius to make a decision. As the cosmic divide
They know about the
is
omen.
over. Yeah, they definitely know about the omen. And
Player
there it is.
standing.
But Sergeant misses the shot, and Kaz is gonna pick up the last two with the help of Astra and Sova. I tell you what, if this gets to 9-3, 10-2, it's looking pretty scary for Canisius.
Yeah. Generally 9-3, 10-2 is that realm of, oh, this is very rough to try and come back from, right? 8-4 is kind of like that. It's winnable. Like it's like you're in ranked. It's like it's winnable, guys. It's winnable. 9-3, 10-2 is when you start getting like, guys, we're getting like it's a little bit too far gone now, and they only need one round before they get into that territory, and they still have 4 more rounds to play. You know, so it could be a 12-0 half. Like, not with Sergeant McGee hitting that shot, maybe, but we've said that before, where Sergeant McGee gets first pick, and we're like, oh, that's what they need to open up the round, and it never works out for them. They still just lose out on the rounds in the long run because they don't leverage a player advantage.
Yeah, and I think this is what you were talking about earlier when you so heavily rely on aim, right? Like, they're relying on Sergeant McGee and Claw to just out-aim these teams, but Georgetown has been doing a great job scouting out. Kaz is even top fragger in the lobby right now, and, you know, they were expecting Pang, you know, to be the top fragger. No, it's been Kaz, so the role players step it up, especially on the role characters, and now we're going to see Sova popping off, trying to scout it out. Stormy going to trade Claw. I mean, you were right. You know, we talked about that first pick coming through. Ended up not mattering, but there's another one. And the aim is starting to come online, but Kaz there to shut it down. And now it's just going to be a little bit of spam through the walls.
2
With
HP.
only 2 health left. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
He's going to find it with the Ares. Kaz goes down.
One enemy
And there we go. Poma chipping it as well. Canisius, is this the first round they take? They would need it. This is where it comes through.
One down.
No, there's Stormy. Stormy's not going to have it.
Placing
Oh,
swarm grenade out.
what a play. Gonna have to get off the bomb.
How about the flank?
They don't.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, they don't see the Sage coming. Smoke is gonna be enough for now.
Yeah.
Last player standing.
Goodness. But that might have been it. There might not be enough time.
I think they should have time. Yeah, they should have plenty of time here.
Oh
They
man.
have plenty of time.
Made my heart drop.
They have plenty.
Blasphemous.
Man. Whew. Yeah, not aware of the Sage coming back. Coming back in from behind. I'm surprised they didn't actually push that smoke there as the diffuser's coming down, just because, like, you don't know where the Sage is. I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure they probably thought the Sage was probably on site somewhere trying to trade them out. And obviously, as a caster, we can see through walls, we can see everything. We could know that, oh, Sage is behind you, have to make a play. Well, to them, they don't know. They think there's maybe 2 site, one trying to trade out the spike diffuser. And Dunzo, that's not the case, right? There's just one coming in from behind. If they had played fast, probably could have won that. But hindsight and also wall hacks are pretty good for decision making, you might say.
You should
Yeah,
run.
pretty nice for us to know. And as Spider-Man says, everybody gets 1, and so Canisius is on the board. They're looking to get 2 now. And we're going to see the Killjoy
Feeling
be
sent.
popped right away, and Tour de Force is going to be coming out as well. So they really, really want to secure this round as they are investing heavily right now. Stormy's going to take... Oh, they are going to get sprayed through the smoke, going to get taken down, and the scout comes through. Claw now knows it's a complete B-site hit, and the bomb has already made its way onto the site. So now it's going to be all about Canisius. How can they approach this? As Sergeant McGee finds a trade there onto Poba. I'm sorry, onto Moist. And now, Georgetown. Down 1 member. Gonna need to be able to hold this down, and Pang is in a perfect position to do so. Just go ahead and sweeps on out as Kaz trades as well. So now it's evened up again, and Tour de Force is a force. Taking down another one. Popa's gonna go down. Pang. It's just Frag City. Egg. Okay. 1v2 now. They evened it out. This is actually possible for Egg to find the angles here. Kaz gonna miss the shot. That is what they needed. A lot of time being burned down, but Kaz, no fear, gonna peek it and take down Egg for the 9-1 right now.
Can't believe they added the CS:GO op into Valorant. I'll be honest with you. As a free ultimate, I didn't really think about that. You know, I didn't really think that was the cards. Hey, let's give a character the op from CS:GO, and let's let them go ham. You saw right there the ability to just so quickly re-peek and peek and handle the weapon. It's just so crazy how much damage and impact the Tour de Force can do. I mean, man, that is that was a pretty good post plant. It got a little scrappy towards the middle part of it, but off of Kaz's heroics that we've kind of been looking at all game, they managed to make it a little simpler in the end when he just shoots 4 people and kills them. But Sergeant McGee again on catwalk finding the first pick. How many times have you said that?
Yeah, these Jets have been absolutely crazy, but Pang, not to be outdone, gonna find 2. And I think for you, me, and everybody watching, I think we now know why Georgetown picked Ascent. They seem to be very dominant on it. They know exactly what they want to do. And with the fraggers they have in Pang and even Kaz, they are stepping up big time and putting Georgetown in a dominant position to go into the half after this round. Man, oh man, Moist as well chipping in on the back end. This is looking
Last round in the half.
pretty, I'm gonna go positive, pretty good for Georgetown.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. Worst you can get for this half is 10-2. Then you go to defensive side. They probably have definitely something to set up for the defense right here. They have a composition that can definitely play defense very well. Typically, when people look towards on the chambers, like, oh well, this thing is not as good as is offense, right? Attack, because you have to set up your TP and then use it to get out more so than get in, like you can a jet dash, or you can use a jet dash to get out as well. Like the fact that people always compare the jet dash, right? Like, yeah, jet dash, like you can only go in or out with the chamber thing, so it's bad, right? No, well, jet dash might just be that good because you can do both of it at the same time. That chamber still has an amazing. Oh. Okay, shut me up, McGee. Okay, that's cool.
That was.
I'll stop talking about chamber.
Nice.
I'll stop talking about chamber. Stop talking about him, I guess. My bad. My bad.
I mean, poor Chamber was the victim of some smoke spray there, and with the Vandal, nonetheless. You gotta love when people just take random shots like that and end up paying off. But utility is going to be used now for Georgetown. They're just trying to scout out exactly what's going on here. And the middle push is going to come through as Stormy finds the crucial pick on the backside of B site into the spawn. Now it's just all Georgetown. B site is completely opened up, and it's going to be on Canisius to find a way in. And there's really no good angles. You just have to win your fights here and use some of this utility that you have saved up, not used over on
Spike planted.
And there's Pang sitting there, waiting in market, not giving him a chance to even breathe. And they're just going to make this so deadly for anybody to step out. All the Astra utility. Look at all these orbs. Look at it. It's just no one's going to have a chance. Sergeant McGee's going to take a spot up here on the wall, try to find something, but Moist is going to take out Egg. They did not spot Sergeant McGee, though. So Sergeant McGee did find Moist, and they didn't know he was there. Pang gonna find Barry, and now it's all on Sergeant McGee. He knows he's coming, but he couldn't reload in time. That half is gonna go to Georgetown with an 11-1.
So far from Group 3, it has been very, very much blowouts every single game, we're gonna say. It's been very dominant for all of, like, for Georgetown now dominant over Canisius, who was dominant over Fairfield, who was where
they got dominated by
Maris was dominant over them.
Fell
yeah.
apart there at the end.
Dang it, you know, you could have had a cycle going, Fairfield. I'm just saying. Could have had a cycle going. But despite my ability to try and force connections where there aren't any, so far the connection I've seen is that Kaz getting kills equals a win. Combined with the fact that Peng and Moist have been really stepping up, and I think Lavender, who was on the Reyna for them before, swapping over this Astra role. So taking a step back, obviously not even similar to the Astra in terms of how much you have like so much more on utility. You can't be the one fragging like a Reyna can. So it's definitely been a change of pace, but I think they've been fine in that role. But I mean, what is going on over there?
I mean, Canisius is just rushing right on in with no fear, and I love it. And it was even trades throughout. And now it's going to be Kaz trying to find a kill, and he does. Pang picks up his third and fourth. So now Pang is saying, "All right, Kaz, listen."
I also meant the fact that Stormy got a sixth kill in that round for their team, where they took out their Astra with the Molotov, with the nano.
Yeah, that was pretty.
The nano swarm. It's kind of crazy. A wacky round, but now it's 12-1, and now your life is on the line, and you have no money if you're Canisius. They're gonna have Spectres, you're gonna have to force buy. Now, next round, even if you win, you're still not gonna have that much money. You're gonna go into a bonus kind of phase. It's gonna be, all in all, a rough time here for Canisius. They need 11 straight rounds to tie it up and force overtime, and it's not looking good when Kaz already finds one half a second into the round.
Yeah, Kaz finding one right there. there. And look how annoying Georgetown's setup is. And Kaz finds another. It's Kaz and Hank just fighting each other on those can they all want to be top fraggers in this lobby. And a lovely, lovely trade from Barry there. But look at all
Top
the
1
utility
HP.
all over the map. Yeah, Barry's in a rough spot right now. Gonna be mostly on Sergeant and Egg to find some kills here. Try to help their team clutch up this round. Their lives is on the line in this group right now. They will drop down with Maris to 1-1 if they can't find this round right here. But Canisius is going to play it slow. They know they got time. 50 seconds on the clock. They don't have to make any rash decisions. Here. They can wait it out just a little bit longer. Maybe find one and rush something. But look, I mean, just look at this utility everywhere, all over the map. Just littered with green and nothing on the field right now for Canisius. Does look like they are going to favor towards mid here and look to find a pick and go in that way. They'll make the decision once they have
30
it.
seconds left.
Well, as I say that, they're just going to rotate back to B.
Spike
There is
dropped.
only one member on B right now. And maybe look to make a little noise in the mid to open it up. But hanging in a beautiful
One
spot
enemy
right here. And there's
That's
nothing
it.
to be done.
Defenders
Georgetown
win.
takes it 13-1.
13-1. Now done. And another dominant game coming out here in Group 3. And at the end of it all, it seems that Georgetown has come out on top in terms of standings so far. They're going to play a match off stream against Fairfield, I believe.
I think so.
I think so. This is the only team they haven't played yet.
Yep.
So
that one going to be off.
that would make sense. So they'll be playing against Fairfield. Canisius will be playing against Marist to finalize out those placements for the group. And I'm confident in saying that Georgetown's going to end this 3-0, this group so far. Canisius against Marist, maybe a little bit up there. Canisius looked good against Fairfield, but Marist looked good against Fairfield as well. So we'll end up seeing how that turns out in terms of off stream. But for now, that's ending up Group 3. We have another group coming up very shortly.
Yeah, I mean, up next is Group 4. They are going to be, Butler and Idaho for our first game there. So we are going to take a short break while we swap out the groups and get the teams all ready to go. Congratulations to Georgetown on a wonderful performance today, and good luck in your off-stream matches. Speaking of off-stream, we are going to go for a break again. We will see you in a little bit.